Well, all right. Jayden Daniels continuing his dominance over the league. It feels like another great performance here, this time against the Arizona Cardinals. Really doing some nice stuff and showing that Washington Commanders are a legit team right now. They're 3-1. They're doing a lot of nice stuff. Let's talk about what I like. This wasn't a perfect day. They did finally get stopped at a certain point, so we'll talk about the interception, but mostly still some good stuff here to talk about with Daniels. Before I get into it though, just want to mention I do have a movie channel. If you like movies, like watching movies, check that out. The link is in the description below. Jackson Kruger Movies is the name. But yeah, let's talk some Jayden Daniels. Let's start off with this play. It's going to be a zone coverage concept, and this is one of those things that with Cliff Kingsbury, he was doing stuff like this all the time when he was with Arizona, and I really like to watch it, and he's gonna do it again here, which is the concept itself is probably similar to something you've seen where you have a receiver run a deeper route trying to push the corner further deep, and then you have another player who's going to try and get into a gap in coverage just kind of underneath where that corner is. The wrinkle here with Kingsbury is that the tight end is running the deep shot and the wide receiver is running the route going towards the sideline. Usually you do it the other way around. It's just kind of a fun little wrinkle that he's going to do here. As you see, when Daniels takes the snap, he looks in this direction, and the play is working. I mean, you have a bit of separation right here. Perhaps this would have worked if you did it the other way around too, but hey, at least you're thrown to a wide receiver now who usually those guys are better at catching because that's all they do, right? Daniels is going to put this one on the money. You see it's a good catch there, so able to get a completion and get a first down right there. And that's just kind of what they were doing a lot of, was just hitting the layups, so to speak. Or layups is probably too generous of a word, but, hitting the windows that aren't like, these mailbox type throws, but just being able to make the right play consistently. You can win a lot of games in the NFL if you can do that. Like this one's another one where it's going to, again, be a zone coverage concept by the Arizona Cardinals. This is a cover 3. But what they're doing that's interesting here, what Arizona's doing, is that the edge rusher on the bottom of the screen, he's going to be a player who drops back into coverage. So for this route, the kind of zone that would be closest to covering it is an edge rusher, so that's an advantage, right? We'll watch how when this play begins, you see that for Daniels, he looks towards the bottom of the screen right here, and there is, there is a window for this throw to be made, especially because the edge rusher is covering more over the middle of the field than he probably should be on this play. But again, Daniels runs this play well, gets the ball over there quickly, and is able to get the first down. This is what he did a really good job of in college, was just running the offense effectively, and it's what he's doing well here as well, is just being able to make the simple stuff. Now, we gotta talk about this play. This was not a smart play by Daniels, in my opinion, but one of those that, is kind of understandable, too, at the same time for a rookie. So, the way this play is designed to work is it's a cover 2 zone. The route you see on the screen, usually that route's just designed to push the safety further deep. Hey, if it gets open, sure, throw it down the field, but usually it's the deep shots are the ones that, you have to make sure you're defending as a defense, and so it can set more stuff up over the middle. Daniels takes the snap, and you totally get why he likes this. There was a bubble of, a chance where this play was open, and if this is a more over-the-middle throw, this is a big completion. You have to be aware of the safeties, though, and in fairness to Daniels, it looks like him and his receiver weren't exactly on the same page, because his receiver starts cutting over the middle of the field, but Daniels throws it a bit high, gets intercepted. Still not a smart decision, though. That was probably best case scenario going to end up as an incompletion, and this ended the long scoring on every drive streak, unfortunately, for Daniels. A mistake for sure, but again, he's a rookie quarterback. He's used to being able to make these plays in college. Oftentimes these plays would work. NFL defensive backs just close on the play a lot quicker. And it's almost like a heat check a little bit of when every throw is working, well, why not try to push it more down the field? We've all done that in Madden at times, right? It is what it is. I also really liked this passing play, so it's going to be a man coverage concept. You, again, see the route on the screen, but keep in mind the situation. This is a 3rd and 13, and for Noah Brown's route, it's going to take a while to develop because you have to get past the middle of the field area. So because of this is going to be his 3rd read on this play. However, when Daniels takes a snap, this play is so well blocked. Daniels actually gets all the way over to his 3rd read. Finally does have to throw off balance, though. So while this is open, he is still going to have to make an off-balance throw. But that's exactly what he does. They pick up a first down. So, having the blocking to get kind of to his third read. Also, him doing some good stuff on his own of being able to extend the play a little bit when he had to, but still keeping his eyes downfield, making a throw, finding the open receiver, and give credit to Noah Brown for getting open as well. So all this stuff just working. Also, this play, a rushing play, this is good stuff here by Daniels where, a lot of what we talk about when we bring up quarterback runs tend to be more so just like how effective quarterback runs in general are. But watch how on this one, when he takes a snap, okay, so you have all the offensive linemen going out and towards the offense's right. And again, just to recap, part of what makes a quarterback run, a design quarterback run so effective is you get an extra blocker. The halfback is going out to block someone, so you can essentially block everybody. The issue is you see the offensive lineman, this is the left guard having to pull all the way out towards the numbers on the right side of the field. Has a long way to go, and he just quite frankly isn't there yet. But you see Daniels kind of helping him a little bit, knowing where his blocks are. Watch him slow down a bit, lets him make that block, gets more towards the outside, and gets a touchdown out of this. So, again, it's not just as being a running quarterback, being able to run, being fast. You have to be smart as well. You have to understand how your blockers work. It is similar to being a running back sometimes on these plays. This is essentially a running back play, but one that he's able to do. And again, you basically have to play two different positions, and he's able to do both. This play was honestly one of his most impressive plays of the game, despite the fact that it's going to be pretty irrelevant to the actual game itself, where what's going to happen is it's a man coverage concept. It's actually an all-out blitz for Arizona, who's definitely struggling a bit, but I mean, with kind of every coverage they're going with, so they're kind of just saying, let's just send a house. We saw Cincinnati do this last week. It didn't go too well. I think if you're thinking this is a good idea, might not always be the best strategy, but here for the Cardinals, you see that, the pressure's going to come because, again, you have one more guy who's going to be rushing than they have blockers, so that makes sense right here. You have some pressure, and for Daniels, he doesn't have a Terry McLaurin one-on-one, let's just throw it up there type of feel on this play. That's not what he's doing, so going to try and make something else happen. But watch him scramble and really does a good job of being able to make an accurate throw. They did not get the first down there. They weren't able to do much. They still kicked the field goal on the next play. All it did was make the field goal attempt 3 yards shorter, which, hey, still matters, but isn't the biggest deal. But it's still just a really good play, and it really just shows what he can do, right? The fact that he can get outside the pocket, kind of just outrun defenders, and then still be able to keep his eyes downfield and make a play. What if his receiver did break a tackle and then got the first down? That could have happened. It's less about, the reason why I want to show this play is less about, what it actually ended up meaning, but more about what it could mean in the future. It's a really good play. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Again, I think a really good performance here by this entire Washington offensive unit. Daniels didn't have to be awesome in this game the way he had to be awesome against Cincinnati. They were able to let him just be good, but then he was still awesome on some plays. So yeah, a lot of nice stuff. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.